Hey everybody, I'm recording again. My last video, I guess I can't use that one program to do recording on my computer. Didn't come out how I wanted, so it was very choppy and stuff, so I'm starting over again. Well, what I wanted to talk about is, since today is Saturday now, I was just sitting there and a thought came to me, or a memory, should I say, came to me from school. I was in the 7th grade at the time, and I just figured to share, you know. So I wanted to share this story and wanted to know if anyone else had anything that they'd done back in school that was ridiculous, which pretty sure we all did a whole lot of ridiculous stuff. I have plenty of more ridiculous stuff, but this one in particular is what I'm going to be talking about. So, okay, I was in the 7th grade, and I want to say I was about 13, because that was the age that I was. Yeah, I was 13, because that was the same summer I had gone to Disney World, and the cat did something. So, I was dating this guy, or school dating, I guess you can call it, because we didn't talk on the phone. My mom wouldn't let me share, the phone number. It was a private number. It wasn't in the phone book or anything. And so she wouldn't let me share it, and he didn't really give me his number either, because I could have called him, but you couldn't call me. But he didn't give me his number either. And I was best friends with his stepbrother, who was in the same grade as me, and he was in the grade under, because he ended up failing. He should have been in the same grade as me. And his stepbrother had failed, and he should have been in the grade above me, which my birthday's in November. I should have been in the 8th grade as well, but because of my birthday being at the end of the year, and me being 4 and not 5 when, the year had started, even though I was going to be 5 that year in November, they wouldn't let me start school. Not until I was 5 going on 6, which is, I think it's kind of ridiculous, but whatever, it is what it is. So, I don't know if they still do that or not, but they did back in the 80s and 90s and stuff. So, yeah, they did that. So, I broke up with him for the most ridiculous reason ever. Like, so stupid. So I don't remember how long we were school dating. Might have been for a few months or something. I don't think it was really that long at all. I think it might have been for a month or two. And there was 8th graders who were teasing me about how tall he was. He was shorter than me, about maybe 3 inches. Now, he's 6 foot, so he's much taller than me now. I'm 5'5". And, so they were getting on me about that, teasing, making fun that I was taller than him, and how can I be dating someone shorter than me, because the guy should be taller than the girl, and saying that if I wore heels, which at the time I did not like heels, so I wouldn't have wore them. Just wasn't my thing. I'm 13, and that I would be even taller than him, and they were just getting on me about that and just teasing. And then they started teasing about that I was in the 7th grade and that he was in the 6th grade. What happens if he fails, which I think he did. I think he did end up failing. But by the time we got in high school, I think he skipped the grade and was back in his normal, the grade under me. So, because they had some program that you can skip a grade or something, but you have to do like some extra stuff. I actually should have taken that program, but I didn't. I didn't because I didn't want to leave my friends behind. I didn't want to go to high school without them. So that's why I didn't do it. Silly, because I'm not friends with those... not even really friends with them now. We're just acquaintances, don't really talk. I don't know what happened, but I guess life just happens, I was the first one out of all of them to get married, and that kind of killed it all. But so yeah, So they just kept teasing me about the height, teasing me about the grade, and it was an everyday thing, and it was just it bothered me a lot, but I tried not to let it bother me. It was something I haven't really thought about. It wasn't anything that came to my mind about his height, about the grade. It just wasn't anything, but they just kept poking at it, and mentioning it, and it ended up becoming a thing I started thinking about. Well, he didn't come to school for a few days. I want to say maybe 2 to 3 days he didn't come to school. I think he was sick. But when he did come to school, he didn't look the same. And then I started getting, at around recess and stuff, I started getting from these same 8th graders because I didn't see him yet. And they were telling me how, he cut his hair. Have I seen it? Am I going to like it? His hair, it looks stupid, and they were just talking about that. So I was like, oh my goodness. What does it look like, I wonder? And I ended up seeing him. Oh my goodness. He came up to me with this smile on his face. He was so happy. You could just tell he was so happy to see me. And I was internally disappointed. His haircut, I didn't really like it. To me, it didn't suit him. But it's not grounds to break up with a person for. It's stupid because hair grows back, and his hair was getting a bit too long, so that's why he had cut his hair. They were making fun about that, so I ended up breaking up with him in front of them. And of course they were like, ooh, and laughing and stuff, and yeah, it hurt his feelings, definitely. To tell someone, I don't want to go out with you because your hair looks stupid, I don't like your haircut, and then walk away. That's really a slap in the face. That's really mean. And I'm not really a mean person or anything. I have never been. In high school, I was never a popular person. My friends would have been considered in the movies the loser club, who sat at the table by themselves, had the corner outside by themselves. We just... Even at the dances, we were in the corner by ourselves, I was extremely quiet, didn't like being called on, didn't like to go in front of the class, didn't like anything, extremely shy, just leave me alone, And I did this mean thing. And by the time high school happens, and he finally made it to high school. He was in the grade under than me. No, he was there. That's right, because he was hanging with, at the time, I was dating someone, and he was hanging with him. And the car accident had me in the hospital for a whole month. So I missed a month of school when school started. And the guy I was dating, who was supposed to be my friend since the 6th grade, was telling everyone I died. And people believed it. They thought I died because, yeah, the car accident was very bad, that we almost did, but I didn't. It's just I was temporarily paralyzed. My body went into shock, and I couldn't move. So I was in a hospital because of that. And the side of my face was all black and blue because, I hit the side of, the vehicle, and we flipped. And we went into a ditch. So he was dating this chick. So he basically was still dating me, was talking to me on the phone, but was dating some other chick. And I remember because when I went to school, everyone was looking at me like I was a ghost. And I had to go through therapy for a little bit to walk with crutches, but I had to take some more time off because since I rode the bus, I couldn't get on the bus with the crutches. There was just no way I could do it. So they had, a note saying that I had to take some more time off. So it was like a month and maybe 2 weeks I had off from school, which was horrible because I really wanted to go back because it used to be a friend of mine had called me up saying everyone thinks I'm dead. and they don't believe her that I'm not. And I'm like, well, it's not in the paper. I'm not dead. So when I finally did, I punched him in the face when I saw what happened and had to explain to everybody, hello, I'm alive. So that's a completely different story. So, yeah, he was there. But he used to push me around in school. He would push me around. He would say mean things to me. But I didn't really let it bother me because I mouth stuff back at him. I just took it as I was mean to him when I was in the 7th grade, so that's just his way of dealing with it, that I made him look, bad or whatever in front of everyone, and it was embarrassing to him too. So I just took it that was just his way, with, how he was dealing with me, which it was fine. It didn't bother me. It was rightfully so, and then he kind of stopped when I was a senior because his brother ended up drowning. And it hit me hard when his stepbrother passed away because he was like a brother to me. And it hit him hard too because he also treated his stepbrother really badly. And I guess he just didn't get a chance to amend his relationship with his stepbrother, that he started treating me, nicer and stuff and whatever. But yep, I just thought about that. That was like the most ridiculous, one of the ridiculous things I've done in school, and I just wanted to share it because it just popped the memory, while I was sitting there and stuff. And I hope y'all's Saturday is going well. Mine is like, it's just a day. I'm very grateful to have woken up, so that's always a really good thing. But yeah, so I'll probably end up sharing some more stories. I hope y'all don't mind. Well, that's what my channel is about, is sharing, it's my online video journals of how my weight loss is going, so I can look back and see my progress and see my ups and my downs and my failures, and hopefully learn from what I failed. That's my ringtone. I mean, that's my notification. So, that's just my plan, and I hope y'all enjoy the roller coaster ride that's probably going to come from this, because I do kind of live a very boring life currently because I don't drive. I don't know how to drive. Yes, I know. I'm an adult who doesn't know how to drive, and like I said, I had mentioned about the car accident is what holds me back from wanting to get behind the wheel. And it even surprised my doctor, even though I've been seeing him for 12 years, he is still surprised by it every time I mention it. So it's like, I guess he forgets, And so I live pretty much a boring life because I don't have any friends in real life. No one comes visit me or anything. I don't talk to my neighbors. I constantly get new neighbors because 3 of the houses next to, near me are rentals. So I'm constantly changing neighbors. And I'm usually to myself. I don't get visitors. I don't go out. People don't come visit me. I don't really talk to anyone on the phone other than my husband when he's, at the dock. And I talk to my mom every once in a while. I talk to my sister every once in a while, but she's 13, so we don't really, I don't know, she talks about her school stuff, but she knows that she can talk to me if she needs to, and a lot of times she gets me on Instagram. That's usually where she gets me, but I guess she got punished and her phone's taken away from her, so I hadn't spoken to her. And So yeah, it's just boring. It's just me and my cats when my husband is offshore, when he's, out there. Just me and my cats, and every once in a while YouTube. So I guess I'll grab the camera every once in a while when I need to talk or something, and I don't know, share some stories or whatnot. And this video got too long, but at least not as long as the last time I tried making this. So yeah, I hope y'all Saturday is great and that you're having a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.